America's Next Top Model made its debut during the reality TV boom in the early 2000s, blending an American Idol-style competition with the modeling industry. But after more than a decade, the show was finally taken off the air. Here's the real reason why America's Next Top Model was canceled in 2015. Following the success of its early seasons, by the first part of the 2010s, ratings for America's Next Top Model had begun to dip. According to Spot Vault, the series premiere in 2003 attracted 2.9 million total viewers, with that cycle's finale bringing in 4.5 million viewers.
I want to see some walking, and I'm going to do some doubles with y'all.
Viewership kept growing, with 6.4 million tuning in for Cycle 4's Fall 2005 finale. But by the 22nd cycle in 2015, the show was hitting an average of just over 1 million viewers. According to statistics, the show that had been one of the CW's strongest contenders had plunged considerably and was still trending downward. Deadline reported that ratings for the 2015 finale were an all-time low, citing them as the worst the 12-year-old show has ever done. As fans know, not every reality show winner goes on to find career success in the industry, and that was certainly the case with America's Next Top Model.
I want to take someone from obscurity to fame, and I want to chart the entire process and show America how it happens.
In Touch Weekly took a retrospective look at the post-show careers of the winners, and it's safe to say there are a few who'd be considered household names on the level of host Tyra Banks. In fact, arguably the two most famous winners effectively bookended the series: Cycle 1's Adrienne Curry and Cycle 22's Niall DeMarco.
My family's gonna have a good life now. A lot is going to change. And it kicks so much ass.
Interestingly enough, fame for both came not from modeling but from reality TV, with Curry going on to star alongside then-husband Christopher Knight in My Fair Brady, among other shows, while DeMarco went on to win the 22nd season of Dancing with the Stars. As Variety's list of the show's most notable contestants indicated, the post-show success of alums like Winnie Harlow, Danielle Evans, and Fatima Saeed have been the exception, not the rule.
So I really started after the show because that really didn't do anything for my career. Which it doesn't do anything for any model's career, realistically.
America's Next Top Model has certainly had its share of cringeworthy moments, and one of those came in the 4th cycle when model Kaylin was asked to pose for a photo shoot in a grave, shortly after learning that her close friend had passed away.
It's really messed up. I mean, I know nobody knows the circumstances, but I just don't want to be here.
Another infamous moment came in the 15th cycle when Kayla was pushed into a shoot that required her to kiss a male model. This made her highly uncomfortable, as she had revealed that not only was she gay, but that she also had a history of abuse from men.
Kayla is not attracted to this male model, but you know what? If you can make me believe it, you've more than done your job.
Then there was the awkward moment in the 6th cycle when Tyra laid into Danny Evans, who would ultimately win for refusing to let a dentist close the gap between her front teeth.
Do you really think you can have a CoverGirl contract with a gap in your mouth?
Yeah, why not?
This is all people see. It's Easy Reads Beautiful CoverGirl.
When a clip of that scene went viral on Twitter, host Tyra Banks was hit with major backlash. Responding to the allegations of insensitivity toward the models on the show, she tweeted, "I agree with you. Looking back, those were some really off choices." Lighter-skinned people darkening their skin remains a hot-button issue, yet contestants have appeared in blackface on America's Next Top Model repeatedly over the years.
Grace Jones, she's like 20,000 shades darker than me. I was like, I don't know how this is gonna work.
As Vox pointed out, the first time it occurred was in the 2nd cycle, when model Ciamara's skin was darkened so she could resemble model singer Grace Jones. A clip from the episode showed host Tyra Banks missing the mark and complaining that Ciamara's reluctance to participate in the shoot was because, quote, ethnic women never want to be darker.
Nicole, you are going to be Malagasy and Japanese.
Yet another blackface incident took place in the 13th cycle when red-headed, pale-skinned model Nicole's skin was darkened for a photo shoot in which the models were all meant to be biracial. HuffPost reported, Tyra crossed the fine line from tasteless over to offensive. Call it what you want, but that's basically a euphemism for putting them in blackface. Loyal viewers of the show had grown to appreciate the judging panel until producers, including Tyra Banks, cleaned house in 2012, reportedly firing longtime fan favorites Jay Alexander, Jay Manuel, and Nigel Barker.
The fondest memory working on that show? Donna was the paycheck.
According to a report by Page 6, the quote, ugly firings were the result of a planned shift for the upcoming season, with a source telling the outlet that top model would be putting a greater emphasis on social media. Despite having just sent them packing, executive producer Ken Mock said in a statement, Nigel Barker, Jay Manuel, and Jay Alexander have been an integral part of the America's Next Top Model brand, and they helped turn this show into the household name it is today. Barker, however, insisted there were no hard feelings, telling E! News that it was ultimately the network's decision. He said, there had been a discussion that ratings were down and that something like this would happen. After its 2015 cancellation, America's Next Top Model was gone, but not for long. In April 2016, just months after the supposed series finale aired, Variety reported that the show was making a comeback. There would, however, be some changes, the least of which was that it would now be airing on VH1. In addition, Tyra would stay on as executive producer, but would be stepping back from her on-screen role as host.
Sorry but not sorry, but we're about to throw you straight into the deep end.
Instead, British pop star Rita Ora was selected as the new host for the show's 23rd cycle. She told CNN at the time, I think I was 12 or something when I first noticed the show, and I've just been so obsessed with it. Ora, unfortunately, didn't make a lasting impression. When VH1 picked up the show for a 24th cycle, Ora was out, and stepping in to replace her was none other than Tyra Banks. After Banks made her triumphant return for Cycle 24, fans wondered whether the show would return for a 25th. But as of May 2020, no decision about a new cycle had been reached.
These girls are buck wild crazy.
If America's Next Top Model were to return for one final swan song season, celebrating its milestone 25th cycle, it would be a fitting end for a groundbreaking reality show that made its mark on TV, surviving on 3 different networks over the course of 3 different decades. About the future of the show, Banks told ABC Audio, "We are seeing if that could happen. We shall see." Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite reality shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.